It was a very, very cold night that night. I was assigned to West 44th Street and Broadway, and I was on the foot post there, and I myself that night had about 2 pairs of socks on, winter socks, and also my combat boots, and my feet were still freezing. So basically I was standing there and I had heard somebody laughing, joking around, and I looked over and somebody was laughing, this elderly gentleman who had no socks, no shoes on, no anything. And I went up to him and I was like, where are your shoes? He's like, it's okay, officer. He's like, I've never had a pair of shoes. He's like, but God bless you, thank you for doing what you're doing. And that really, it had taken me back because, this gentleman had enough heart to say, God bless me, but he didn't even have a pair of socks on, and I can only imagine how cold that pavement was. And so I ran a little bit ahead of him because he was headed south on 7th Avenue, and I knew the area, there was a shoe store. So I ran into the shoe store, and I had explained to them there was an elderly gentleman with no socks on, no shoes on, and I said, listen, I'd like to buy a pair of boots, something that's going to last a while. I don't care what the price is. We got to do this as an elderly gentleman out there with no socks. And Skechers helped me out, so while they were waiting to find out what pair they have, I ran outside and I grabbed the elderly gentleman, and I said, listen, I got a surprise for you. So I brought him to the Skechers, I sat him down and asked him what shoe size he was. And he said it was a size 12, so I ran back in there. And I said, listen, you got a thing in size 12, and they came right out. And I paid, and I brought the shoes and the socks out, and I knelt down, and that's when Jennifer had taken the picture. But to my surprise, I didn't see anybody there at that time. I didn't even know somebody had taken a picture. And so I was just doing my job. I just knelt down, put the socks on them, the shoes on them, lifted them back up. And I said, listen, sir, I was like, you want to grab a cup of coffee? Maybe we'll get something to eat. And he goes, no, officer.
What did he say?
He goes, he said, no, officer. He's like, listen, you've done enough. He said, God bless you and be safe. He's like, I love the police. And that, again, it's just, when I brought out the shoes, it was just smile ear to ear. So it was absolutely amazing. And I was able to share that moment with him, and he just continued to walk on his way. He didn't ask for anything, and it was a great moment for both of us.